you guys. Hey, hey, hey. All right, you guys. So if you are anything like me, you start your day off already thinking about the 1,000,001 things that you have to do that day. If you're anything like me, you actually probably are thinking about the 1,000,001 things you have to do that day before the day has even happened. Like, you're in bed the night before, tossing and turning over all the different things you have to get done the next day. Like, giving yourself so much anxiety, thinking about like everything that you have to get done, thinking about all the things you have to accomplish. If that is you, drop a 1 in the comments right now. If you're the type of person who is like me and you stress yourself out, you give yourself anxiety, you overwhelm yourself over all the things that you have to get done during the day. It can be so overwhelming to think about every little piece of every little thing that you have to get done throughout the day. That is so stressful. And I, before ketones especially, used to literally sit at night and toss and turn in bed thinking about, oh my gosh, tomorrow I gotta go check the mail because this is probably in the mail, and oh gosh, tomorrow I need to get that laundry done, and oh, I gotta do this, and I gotta do that, and I gotta do this, and I stress myself out before the day has even started, thinking about everything that I have to do. And so I was like, there has to be a better way. Something has to give. One of those things that has helped me is ketones, because ketones help me sleep so much better now. I actually go to bed and I actually get sleep, and I wake up feeling refreshed, and I have a clear and focused head now, which is the most amazing thing ever. But the second thing that has super duper helped me out with this, that I am about to tell y'all right now, is I create power lists. Every morning when I wake up, I make myself a power list. Okay? What the heck is a power list? All right. Before I started, making these power lists, I would create lists. I would give myself a to-do list in the day. And sometimes I would literally actually write it down, and sometimes I wouldn't. It would just be like a running list in my head, which probably made it even worse. But I would list, and the list would be like 50 things long. Like me, oh my God, I gotta do laundry. Oh, and I gotta do this. And oh, I gotta schedule Savvy's doctor's appointment. Oh, and I gotta take the trash out. Oh, well, I don't take the trash out. My husband does. But I'm just like listing things that like you have to do just every single day. And then I would only get like 5 or 6 of those things done, and then the list has so many things that didn't get accomplished that day, and the day felt like a failure because I had this big old long list of everything I had to do, or in my head I had this long list in my head running throughout the whole day of things I needed to get done, and my mom brain was on 10, so some things I wouldn't even remember until the end of the day, and I'm like, crap, I was supposed to do this today, but I totally forgot because I had squirrel brain all day. And so then the day feels like a failure, and then I go to bed stressed out about the next day because of what happened the day before, and so it was just a running cycle repeating itself every single day, and I never felt like I was accomplishing anything because I was ending my days with so many things on my list that didn't get done that really didn't matter. It wasn't like it was like something that was gonna like change the world if I didn't get it done. It would literally just be things like, oh, I didn't vacuum upstairs like I said I wanted to, or oh, I didn't make that phone call that I said I wanted to make, or, oh, I didn't, do this or do that. And it would just be like many, like little tiny things that really would not make a huge impact in my life. But because they were on my list, or because they were in my head as something that I was telling myself I needed to do, because I didn't do it, it felt bad. And I felt like I was a failure. I felt like the day was a failure. I felt like I didn't accomplish anything. I felt like the day wasn't productive. And it was just a running cycle, and that just repeated itself every single day. If you can relate, drop a 2 in the comments. If that's you and you end your days feeling like you failed because you didn't get all 75 things that you had running through your head done that day, or you didn't get all the 50 things that you have on your to-do list done, drop a 2 in the comments for me if you can relate to that. But yeah, so that was just a repeating cycle for me every single day. And so then I thought I was going to get smart, and I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this long list, and then every day the things that I didn't get done on this day, I'm just going to transfer it over to this next day. And I literally had a journal that I would write everything I wanted to get done. I would like put the date at the top, and I was like, this is going to work. Like, oh my gosh, this is such a great idea. I'm brilliant. And so I was writing all of my things that I wanted to do that day in this side of the journal, and I would like write the date, and then I would cross things off as I would get them done throughout the day. And then so I would get like 5 or 6 things done, but then there's still like 15 things that I didn't get done. And so then I would transfer over to this next day, and then I would add more things to the list. But then that didn't work because it still felt like I was failing, because there were still so many things on that list that it still just felt like I was not being successful, that I was not having productive days. So here's what I do now. I create power lists, all right? These power lists have 3 to 5 things on my list. 3 to 5. That's it. No matter what I say I want to do that day, no matter what I think I need to get done that day, I choose 3 to 5 things for that day, depending on how, busy or crazy I'm thinking that day is going to be. Like if I know I already have like a doctor's appointment to go to, or this or that to go to, I might only choose 3 things. That's 3 things that day. But if I know I'm going to have like a relaxed, no day is relaxed when you have an 11-month-old baby. But when I know I'm going to have like a day where I don't have as many things that, outside to get done, I'll choose 5 things to put on my list. Okay. And these are things that I focus on that day. And what that does for me is, even though, yes, I still might need to do 6 loads of laundry, and I still might need to go check the mail, and I still might need to make that phone call, and I still might need to do 60 other things, I only focus on those 3 to 5 things for that day. And when I get those done, I win. It's a good day, and I was productive, and I was successful, because those are the only 5 things that I wanted to get done that day. So even though, I still have, other things going on that I could accomplish, that wasn't a part of what my day was supposed to be. So because I'm only focusing on those 5, which might be, okay, I'm going to do 1 load of laundry. I'm going to do the dishes. Make sure the dishes are, in the dishwasher, they get washed and they get put up. I'm going to dust downstairs. I am going to make sure that the Savvy's bows are straightened up because they were a mess. That was actually like one of the things on my list a couple of days ago. But like I would choose like, many little things like that are like small tasks, but are going to make a big impact in how I feel at the end of that day. And so, what I was doing at first was I was literally just writing those 5 things down in a notebook. And then I kind of got techie with it, and I started putting them in my phone under my notes. And on an iPhone, in your notes section now, you can actually make it where you can like add a little circle, and you can click it and it gives you a check mark. So I started doing that. But now I have something that I really, really love, and it is called a self journal. I got this on Amazon. If you're interested, let me know. I will shoot you the link. But what this is it's a journal basically that it's pre-made for you to get organized. And it kind of fits everything that I really want for my day to shape out to be. In the mornings, it has a little section here where I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for first thing in the morning. I'm able to plan out my day. On this side, you can't really see it very good because the lighting. Oh, there we go, better. So like I'm able to plan out my day. So I plan out my day the day before, and I literally go through and I plan out my day to the minute, or well, to the 30 minutes. But I put down that I'm going to wake up. I put down that I'm going to do my miracle morning. And I plan my day out so that my days don't feel crazy anymore. And then I don't feel like I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. And then down here, first thing in the morning, I grab my journal. It sits right by my bedside on my nightstand, and it has my pen. I just pick it up. That's the first thing I do every single morning, is write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. Then over here, it gives me a goal for that day. And I give myself a goal every single day that I want to accomplish for that day. And then it has today's targets. Now here is where I give myself my my power list, okay? So I give myself, so this book only has 3, but sometimes I add my own like 4 and 5 if I want to give myself 5 things for that day. But I give myself only 3 to 5 things that I'm going to target that day. 3 to 5, that's it, okay? And when I come back to this book at the end of the day, because down here it has lessons learned, so it gives me a place to think about opportunities for improvement for that day. And so that way I'm able to reflect on like, man, today probably would have been, you know, could have been better if I would have done this, but it doesn't feel like a failure because it's me thinking of how can I improve that if it was to happen again tomorrow? Like, what would I have done differently? It's not like, oh crap, like I really messed up doing that. And then it just, you know, harbors on you. You're able to think about it in a way that it becomes an opportunity to learn from rather than a failure. And so then it gives you lessons learned and then your wins. So what happened that day that was a win? Like what happened that, you know, just was awesome. And a lot of times I include, hey, I hit every single target today. And today was a huge productive win because I got everything done. Okay. And then it says tonight I'm grateful for. So at the end of the day, I end the day thinking of things that I'm grateful for. And so this book is really awesome. But so yeah, that is my biggest tip for you guys to have successful days. How to win your day. Create a power list of only 3 to 5 things. Knock those things out. That's all you have to focus on that day. That's all you have to focus on. It doesn't matter if you still gotta, you know, go to the grocery store, if you still need to, you know, do all these other things that might be running through your head. All you got to focus on that day is those 3 to 5 things. And if you get those 3 to 5 things done, you killed it. You had an amazing day. The next day, you worry about whatever else is on your list. So I hope this was successful. If you end up trying the power list, please let me know how it's working out for you. I'd love to know. Thanks for tuning in, you guys, and I will see y'all later. Bye.